Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well and have had a great week. Time is flying by as always. We're at the end of May already, and the theme for this month has been emotional regulation. Let me just double check, yeah. Emotional regulation. And this last week of May, the theme is practicing emotional balance. And so I hope you've enjoyed this month and you've taken some lessons. We've looked at some interesting things. This is also the first month where we changed up the strategy or the frequency, so been adjusting to that. I hope you all have as well. And been taking some more time to really start living, as I mentioned before, 2 straight years of daily episodes. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of dedication. It's a lot of consistency showing up for ourselves. And at a certain point, there's clearly information that we needed to learn, but sometimes it's possible to get so stuck in this learning, searching phase that you forget to live. And you can also get kind of overwhelmed when you have so much new information coming in. So this new era of this project is about consolidating things, bring you more into the present, to begin living, to begin applying all of this knowledge, and to begin seeing the changes manifest even more quickly in your life. And so while it is very important that we spend the time to learn and develop the skills, find some of the blind spots that we're missing because of the childhood experiences, it's important that we spend the time, the consistency to show up, to start addressing those. But at the same time, it's also important to stop living, to start living, and to continue living, I guess, because life doesn't stop, right? And so we don't want to get stuck in analysis paralysis or stuck in a never-ending search for healing ourselves, fixing ourselves. It's simply about bringing awareness to the skills, competencies, or experiences that we have not had or that we did have that need to be adjusted. And then now we're at this phase is about, focusing on how to actually implement the change and find joy. Joy is the most important thing for this phase of the project. I mentioned that on every Friday Fireside Chat episode that we have to find a way to remain engaged with joy, because joy is where our magic is. It's the most important thing that we can do for ourselves. That's how we know we're in alignment, right? Joy is your signal that you are in alignment, that your thoughts are correct, that your actions are in alignment with who you truly are and your values. And so this week, I'm not sharing any extra audio. It's just a solo talk. It's going to be a bit of a quick one because I have a lot of other things to do today. I've been falling a bit behind because I've been quite sick, lost my voice for a while, and I have had some other health issues, so I've been a bit delayed with the Fairy Tales for Reparenting. So I'm going to come back with another episode this week. I've already put everything together. I just need to record it. Prepare for the next month of June. And the theme for this month coming up is cultivating self-worth and self-love. Emotional regulation is a key part of that. So let's go ahead and look at how emotional balance can bleed over into the next month's theme, which is cultivating self-worth and self-love. A lot of the times your lack of emotional balance comes from your past experiences. More importantly, your framing of those past experiences, right? Your framing and perception of your past experiences causes a continuous narrative to run in your mind on the back burner. And your conscious repetition of that story burns emotions, attitudes, beliefs into your subconscious mind. And those attitudes, beliefs, experiences that were negative then are subconsciously generating a negative low mood, negative expectations, a lower vibration. And so if that is your lived daily experience, it's going to be difficult to access a feeling of self-worth and self-love. And so this month I've been sharing a lot of information about how to work with your subconscious mind to influence the stream of emotions that are emanating from the subconscious as a result of your framing of certain events, situations, circumstances in your life. If we begin to approach the blockages that we have in this context and begin to rework them, as suggested by Brian Withers, Joseph Rodriguez, Jim Rohn, all of these people that we've been looking at, the same exact thing. Rev Ike also. reworking those experiences, those beliefs, and the circumstances, you're framing so that they are empowering you as opposed to disempowering you. And once you do this with enough repetition for enough of those negative blockages, then you will notice your emotional state will begin to rise over time because you're no longer approaching the world and your life from the same frame, helping you escape victim mentality, for example, so that you can live in a more empowered place. All of these things are so important. And the best part is that this is all free. This is the best part, actually. It's something that you don't need to buy any books for. You don't need to go to any therapist or coach or any expensive seminars. It's literally something you can do on your own with a piece of paper and a pencil. And just sit down, write out all of those reframings, and then continue to repeat them until they are taking root in your subconscious mind. And over time, you will see your mood and your emotions change. This is how we move towards emotional balance, by not getting overwhelmed by the negative emotions or perspectives that we have, circumstances. We have the power to create any reaction that we desire to any circumstance in our lives. There are no limits. You are the creator of your reality. And so for this weekend, I'd like to encourage you to get started on this on this exercise rather, and to see or to consider while you're in this process of doing this exercise, of writing down those blockages, reframing, and then establishing the pattern for, or the rhythm or routine for repetition to influence the subconscious mind. Go ahead and start doing that. And while you're in the process of doing that, think about how this is going to be building into the theme for June, which is cultivating self-worth and self-love, right? This is an action of self-love. It's an action of self-care. Taking care of yourself and your perspectives so that you can raise your vibration. And so that's it for today. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Take care, and I will see you soon.